Reading law, it's a different ball game altogether, and you went up to the point of even getting to become an arbitrator of some sort. But I'm very interested because I did mention that packaging is one big deal in Nigeria. And that's your form of agriculture, am I right?
Yes,
and
we are in
even
compliance. Yes.
Okay, I'd like to know what sparked up this interest.
Okay, so in 2013, I got a divine calling. So I call it divine because it was really an inspiration from God to leave legal practice, because I had a successful legal practice, but I left legal practice and went into agriculture in 2013. Started first and foremost with managing farms. I just left my law practice, and the first day I stepped my foot into a farm, I felt the kind of peace I've never felt in my life.
Oh, wow.
And I had heard a message from church where the pastor was preaching about understanding God's purpose for your life. And I felt that God's purpose for my life was the law, that if it wasn't law, why did I succeed? I wrote law school in one sitting. I had a good practice. I was called to the bar in 2007. So I had good practice. It must be the purpose of God.
It has to be.
But I then realized that I had to do the instruction. So the instruction was go home, pray about it, and ask God to tell you what his purpose for your life is. And then I prayed and I heard this very tiny voice, agriculture. And I stood up and I was like, God forbid. No, because at the time, agriculture was associated with poverty and all of that. And I lost my peace from the day I heard that tiny voice. And the day I stepped my feet into a farm, I actually went to visit with a friend of mine. I felt this peace and I fell in love with agriculture. And since then, I've gone from one value chain to the other. We set up aquaculture to poultry to crop farming. At one point, I was living in the farm because of how much peace I felt being around those kind of things. Then I went into export, and it was while I was in the export business that I was given an opportunity by the then Niger State government to draw up the roadmap for the share sector in Niger State. Nigeria is supposed to be the share capital of the world.